guys, welcome back to another video. Today we got for you a preseason ski training session. So full body, got some power stuff in there, starting off with some plyos, getting you ready to go. So if you enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We post new videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays, so make sure you're subscribed to keep catching all of them. Also, we are dropping a snowboard training program, 6-week program called Shred from the Start. I know this is a skiing video, but for all my snow people out there, there's still a lot of correlation between snowboarding and skiing, just getting your legs right. So 6-week online training program with some stability stuff, 18 strength workouts on there, 3 days a week for 6 weeks, some mobility, some conditioning stuff, getting you guys right so you can, as the title says, shred from the start. So check that out. You can find more details in the description down below and a link to our website. All right, enjoy the video. All right, guys. Back to the skiing workouts, preseason. So we are starting off with some pogos, plyometrics, super key, super important to get your body ready to go. Yeah, we can go single leg too. Warm up the joints, everything stays nice and locked, nice and stiff. Hips, knees, ankles just bounce straight up like you are a pogo stick. So getting ready, starting off with these and then alternating. You thought you were done. Joke's on you, you're not. Perfect. All right, after that we have assisted pogos. So you're gonna go put that band on, help yourself go up and down, take some of the load off. You don't have to go necessarily higher than you would, even though you're gonna feel like you can. You just wanna take some load off so you can get that repetition without the force. But yeah, same thing, double leg, single leg, alternating. Moving on, we got some multi-planar hops or jumps. So you're gonna go start at one cone, side to side, jump up on the box, go 6 aside. If you can, put the box next to something so it doesn't scooch, or just try to not scooch it. Oh, I don't know where to go. Same thing, other side, like I said, 6 aside. Keep the jumps nice and quick. Get there, get out, good form. Make sure the knees don't cave in and you don't knock knees. Same thing, but single leg. It's important to do single leg stuff, especially skiing. It is a unilateral sport because we're on both legs, but they're independent. So we need to be good at doing things on one leg at a time. I know I'm not the only one who's like skiing and then one ski gets snagged somewhere by a snow snake, and then I'm like, holy shit, I'm skiing on one leg or else I'm gonna eat it. So make sure you train on both. If you get really good, you can also do the box jump onto one leg too instead of landing on double. What was that? That's like a dance move. Do one landing on one leg. So like if you want to progress this even more, something like that. And yeah, moving on, we have some hurdle jumps. So as you can see, they're varying heights. You can start off going the same height, going low or going high, whatever you want to do. I like varying it up just because keeps it a little bit more unique each time. Conditions aren't the same. So keeping it simple, just bounce it all the way through. Perfect landings when you land. Knees stay apart. Do the dance. Knees stay apart. Shoulders over knees, knees over toes, everything in line. Squeeze your butt. 1A, we are starting with a barbell split jerk. You can also do a landmine split jerk if you want. So we're going just one each side, lock it out, use your legs to drive it up, squeeze at the top, super tight core, watch your back. Second thing we are partnering that with is gonna be a med ball box jump. So hold on to a med ball, do a box jump. We're not going crazy heavy, the med ball is only 4 pounds, so we're not trying to add a lot of load, we're just trying to produce a lot of power. Final thing with this series, med ball overhead toss. We got a 15-pound med ball. You can definitely use your legs to produce some power. Toss that thing up as high as you can. Full extension at the top. 2A, we are doing a split stance trap bar squat. So don't need like a massive split stance, but one foot in front of the other. Just your regular split or just your regular trap bar squat. Make sure that your torso's in line, how it comes down. Just like with the regular trap bar squat, right? We don't hunch over. He's perfectly in line. Everything is nice and straight. Chin stays tucked, butt goes back, knees in line with toes. 8 aside. With that, we are doing renegade row. These freaking suck, but they're good. So push up, row, row. When you row, make sure you don't swivel at your hips. Notice how Spencer's stay perfectly square to the ground, and he also does not hike his butt up. You want to try to stay as flat as you can. We like to have our feet a little bit wide, more stable. And the wider your feet, it's not necessarily that it's like, oh, well, that's the easy way to do it, but it allows for you to get more out of the exercise because you're not overcompensating by twisting. Like, if you can do it narrow-footed, like, go for it, like, props to you. But this is how we like to do it, what works best for us. So don't go too crazy with the weight. We're gonna do 10 reps of them. Push up, row, row is 1 rep. So these sneak up on you fast. Sneaky sons of bitches. What is this? 3A. We are doing, ooh, quite the view. All right, we are doing a single leg dumbbell hip thrust. So hip thrust means shoulders or low back, not low back. Shoulders or like shoulder blades are on a box versus a hip bridge where you're on your back on the ground. So one knee is about 90 degrees. Dip your hips, bridge up as high as you can to the top, squeeze your butt. We're going dumbbell, you can go barbell, whatever you want. If you can't do single leg, obviously do double leg. Banded pull, oh, I cut your head off. Banded pull-ups with the hip thrust. So I think we're doing 10 of them, which if we're doing banded pull-ups, that's probably like 50% of our max. So you don't want to go crazy high because we're pairing it with a bunch of other stuff, but do something you can comfortably hit 10 of. Maybe the last couple are like, ooh, I'm feeling it. But I'm bump. I'm
loving it.
No, I'm feeling it because that's what pull-ups. It's our rendition. Oh, I wasn't even pointing at your face. Aww. Last thing of the series, we're going split stance, single arm landmine press, 10 aside. Notice we're doing a lot of things. Split stance, great way to engage the core, really engage the glutes. You got to squeeze a lot when you're doing it. I love doing split stance stuff. We've made a video in the past about why I love it. So definitely try. You get a little bit more from each side. If you want to drop it and do square, totally can, up to you. But especially when we're trying to train for skiing, where you gotta be strong on each leg. I love doing unilateral stuff and for the core element. 4A, we are doing lateral lunge slides. So we have a slider. If you don't have a slider, you can either go in your socks if that works, or you can just do lateral lunges. Notice how he's not going crazy far down. He's cutting it before he even gets like 90 degrees. We're just working that top range of motion. You want to train in the angles that you're going to be working in. So obviously it's good for full range injury prevention, but we're just doing this here. Really load it back, push your butt back, keep your back nice and flat, but feel it in your glutes. Knee stays in line with the toe as always. So it's okay to track in, or not track in at all. It's okay to track over a little bit, but and then going off that, make sure your knee does not track in. It stays nice and straight, pointed forward. Forward. Yeah, SpongeBob. Then we're doing a straight arm pull down. So I don't do these often. This is more of a bodybuilding style exercise for me. Nothing wrong with it. You'll see we do like some of that stuff, but I chose this one now because it's great for pulling, right? Like when you have your pulls and you need to get yourself moving a little bit, kind of use them. So those lats are really working, full lengthening, contracting down. This is a great exercise, especially if you are a skier, to work on your upper body, squeeze your core, and yeah. Last part of this one is going to be bent over Y's and T's. You can do these chest supported if you want. We're just going to bend over for them. So push your butt back, kind of like a baby RDL position. Shoulders stay down. Don't let them scrunch up. T's, you're going to open up. T's are kind of like bent over flies, reverse flies. Y's up to the side. Notice how he's holding it kind of in a neutral position. Don't go crazy heavy. We're just going 10s. You don't need to go crazy heavy with these. That can definitely like kind of hurt you. So opt for lighter. Really go slow on the way up, slow on the way down. Control. All right, Mid goal is sit up, so one person on the ground, the other person's tossing it kind of above their head, not crazy far, you don't want to hurt their shoulders. They're going to control it as they sit down, go down, lay down, and then they're going to come up and toss it either as you come up, before you come up, whatever you want to do. Last ab exercise, hanging twisties. So you're gonna be hanging, knees up, you're gonna twist side to side. So it's not like a skier where you go down and then bring your knees up. Holding them up the entire time. What makes it difficult too, you have to pause in the middle. So you have to stop your momentum, pick it up again. You have to stop it on the sides and bring it back. 20 total.